Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy Gamertag, back at you with another video. Now today we're going to be recreating the Dodge Hellcat REDEYE, Challenger Hellcat REDEYE Widebody, and Forza REDEYE 4. Wow, that's a really long name. But anyhow, I just scooped this car up off the auction house. It looks very bad. It has a terrible livery. It's pretty rough. So we're gonna get rid of this livery, and then we can start the build process. I think that we should be able to recreate the REDEYE pretty well in this game, considering the fact that it has the Liberty Walk wide body, which obviously is not the same because it has the bolts and it's just different. But we should be able to make a pretty decent replication of the car. So let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, so here we are. We got the livery off the car. Now we're gonna do some basic power stuff. Now I know that the REDEYE does have the supercharger from the Demons. So that's the first thing that we're gonna do. Okay, plus 97 horse though, so it's 804. So it's gonna be over, unfortunately. But it's the upgraded supercharger, so it's gonna have 804 horsepower. Not an exact replica, unfortunately. If I wanted to make it have 797, I probably could with different parts. But we're gonna keep it realistic because we're gonna upgrade the stuff that are real in the REDEYE between the Hellcat. So the upgrades from the REDEYE, from a regular Hellcat to a Challenger Hellcat REDEYE are the transmission and the supercharger, because the REDEYE has a supercharger from the Demon, so we just put in the supercharger and the transmission to make it a real as possible replica. And also has the suspension from the Demon, which I know probably wouldn't be a race suspension, but we're gonna go for that anyway. Okay, so now we got ourselves a pretty accurate recreation. Also upgraded the brakes, and that's about all we're gonna do in terms of performance, except for tires. We're definitely gonna make some really wider tires. Now I think that these wide body cars have like 305s in the back or 315s. They don't have 305s, so I'm just gonna go with 315s in the rear, or maybe 315 all around. Yeah, 295 in the front, 315 in the rear is good. Now let's do the spacers on here. This is now. Actually, you know what? Before we get into spacers, let's do the wide body. Okay, there we go. Now it has the bolts, so it's not very realistic, but it's about as good as we're gonna get. Now it has 20s, so we're gonna leave the 20s. We might leave the 20s. I might change it. Now these wheels are pretty similar to the REDEYE wheels, actually. So I'm gonna leave these wheels on here, and I don't like the way it looks with the 20s, so I'm gonna leave the wheels on here, and then just make it 21s all around. Now as much as I would love to do a drag tires, because this car is gonna need the grip, I can't. And the snow tires, we could do a snow tire setup on the REDEYE to make it hook better. We could, but I want to do it race tires to make it more realistic and more of a fun video, because with the other tires it just wouldn't be as fun. Okay, so that's all we have to do for upgrades. Really easy. Now, only took us 2 minutes, not even with nothing being time lapsed. I'm pretty good. So now I'm just gonna tune the suspension so I can drop it real quick. Max the suspension height as low as possible. Two 2.9 seconds to 0 to 60. Well, it's gonna get slower. Yeah, still 2.9 seconds though. It got slower because we lowered the car. But I'm really surprised at that. I'm gonna drop the tire pressure some for like, extra grip. Grip 25. Alright, I think you have to make it all the way flat to really gain grip here though. So I'm gonna leave it at 19 to 20. It's about fair. And I cut down the 0 to 60 time some. That's good. Okay, now all we have to do is really paint, and then we're good. Okay, so for paint, I know there's this indigo blue color on the they have on the REDEYEs. I'm not sure if they're gonna. Wow, this is actually pretty close to it. That's pretty close. That's pretty much the indigo blue color. Let me see if I did the custom. I can get it more accurate though. No, that's accurate. That's like on point. Yeah, it's about. How about if I changed it a little bit, just a little bit, like the hue more blue and the lighter. But nah, this is really close to the indigo blue. That's what we want to get. So we're gonna leave that on there. Tint the windows, and we're gonna change the wheel finish to. We could just do a black, but I don't really care to do all black wheels. I don't know why. I just don't really like doing that. So I'm gonna switch it to. Oh, that black looks sad. It looks beast. It just does. I'm trying to think of something I could do that's not gonna be just black. But black is really our best bet. Unless I did like a matte. I'm gonna try a matte maybe. Like a matte, not a matte black though, but a matte dark color. Or like a tinted, oh yeah, steel brush. How about I do steel semi-gloss so it has some type of reflectiveness? Oh, you can't tint it? Yo, if I would be able to tint, I could tint the aluminum. Alright, I'm gonna tint this aluminum semi-gloss to make it just black. Like a tinted. Not all the way black though, it's like this. 0.30. Yeah. Alright, that looks good. It's black, but it's not like basic black, just like plain gloss black. Alright, so I like that. We're gonna leave it like that. We could do more, but I'm happy with the way it is. It's a simple, clean build. So now that that's done, we can get it on the road. It's gonna be interesting because this car's gonna wheel spin like heck. Like I know it's just gonna be, it's not gonna grip up at all. Sounds good. I can't even front. Sounds pretty good. Okay, let's see. I think I'm in manual clutch mode. I could, to make it really realistic, I could do it in regular manual mode, but I'm gonna just leave it in manual clutch. I want it to go. Yeah, a lot of wheel spin. I wasn't trying to grip. Alright, let me see if I can grip now. It's gonna be hard. This sound is so not this sound is so like not on point, but this is what it is. Alright, let's see if you can launch it without wheel spin. Psych. Alright, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So let's see if I just roll into the clutch. Like just roll into it slowly and then full throttle. Let's see what we get. Yeah, it starts off very slow, but the second you lay into it, it just starts spinning. Should have put the radio on here, but I wanted to make it a little more realistic. This is the last time I want to try to launch it. Let's see. Hey, I'm just gonna roll off it. I'm just gonna roll into it. I roll it up to like 10 and then just hit it. Okay, so you have to, if you want to get no wheel spin, you have to roll into it very slow, which is not gonna help you win any races or anything good like that. So it's pretty much pointless. Car goes though, it moves well. It's quick, even though you're gonna spend half your time spinning it from the big. So I want to see what speed I roll from. If I want to do like a 30 roll, will it spin from 30? I think I might, but let's see. Alright, go to 30. It's been like a very little bit, I think, but not much. Let's try one more 30. It's when I shift the second-ish, loses a little bit, but not much. Now this car really isn't made for like the city, so no offense, but it's kind of a boat. A boat you can slide around though, but there's not much to do here in the city, so I'm gonna fast travel over to like some of the highway and stuff like that and do some pulls. So I'll see y'all there. Okay, we're finally here on the highway, and on the way here, I gotta admit, this thing I had a lot of fun sliding it around. Like it's big, but it's rear-wheel drive. It has a lot of power, so you can really just slide it. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that another difference between this car and the REDEYE is the spoiler, and also there's something small on the headlights. I forgot exactly what it was. But yeah, those are a couple other differences I forgot to mention. Anyhow, I know this thing's just gonna spin like crazy, so I want to do like a couple of pulls, maybe like a 30 to 120, to like a 60 to 1, yeah, like a 30 to 110 maybe, and then like a 60 to 130, and I'm gonna wrap up the video there. That's 110, relatively fast. Alright, now I'm going to do 60 to 130, but I do want to change it from the manual with clutch because it does slow me down with shifting. Even if it's a very little bit, it still slows me down a little, so. Alright, so now let's go down to 60, and we can do the 60 to 130. Yeah, a lot faster shifting. Alright, so we're probably going to do 60 from second gear. 60 to 130 comes a lot faster because there's no wheel spin, and also I think that the manual with clutch help, the regular manual, no manual with clutch help. So I'm gonna do another 30 to 110, and then that's gonna be the end of the video. It definitely is still not as fast because the second I hit that in third, it's been like all the way through the second gear. It happened fast though. It spun, but it was still moving fast. But okay, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Slap that like button, subscribe, and share. But until the next one, it's your boy Gamer Cam, and I'm gone.
Ryan Little.